Hello, I'm Ruby Redheart, and we're continuing for this week and the next coming weeks to play Stray Gods. Last time that we played, we got to know a little bit more about Calliope, the muse that previously had our Eidolon, and we also had, at the very end, to make a choice between Persephone and Apollo. And for this time playing the game, we chose to go with Apollo. Not because I honestly doubt Persephone, but honestly, I feel like Apollo has already helped us a lot, and that's really what made my final decision on the matter. If we play this again, I do plan to pick Persephone in one of them. So with that, we'll get on to getting into the game. Now we can talk to Pan. We can go talk to Persephone or talk to Apollo. When we last ended this, Freddie told us that Pan wanted to talk to us, even though that we had already talked to Pan recently at the Underworld, the club that Persephone owns. We could go talk to Persephone and then see if we can smooth over our relationship with her, or we can go to talk to Apollo, and if we go there, he may give us a new place to go. I kind of feel like we need to try and smooth things over with Persephone, even though that we didn't pick to stay with Persephone or have her help. So let's go talk to her real quick.
As I recall, Grace, when I said stay or leave, you chose to leave. If it wasn't clear, I don't give second chances. Or did you have some other reason for darkening my doorstep?
Let's see. Can't I enjoy the club? That would be a good response, but that doesn't work for us because we don't have the charm as our ability. I apologize for Apollo. I wanted to see you. I still need help. Honestly, we can't really apologize for Apollo because Apollo's the one that made his own mistakes there. So I think we'll go with I wanted to see you.
I wanted to see you again. Make sure there were no hard feelings.
Oh, so it's a social visit then. Oh, let me be clear. There are no hard feelings. There are no feelings at all. You came, you got what you wanted, you left. Wherever you need to go next, I'm sure Apollo can take you.
I don't know that she needs us. We could still be friends. She doesn't want friends right now. And okay, then it just means that our trip here was pointless. So I guess we'll go with you need me.
You haven't considered that maybe you need me for your plans?
What would you know of my plans?
Just that you have them. And if you need anything, it's allies. Allies like me.
Ever persistent. You remind me of her a little.
Of who? Calliope?
Yes.
It's an interesting offer, Grace. I'll consider it. Truly.
Okay. Well, that actually was a pretty good response from her. And I think that helped our relationship with her a little bit more. I guess we'll go to Pan. Because Apollo originally said that he needed some time to think about what he needed. So I'll give him a little bit more time. Let's go to Pan. Oh, wow. Isn't this
I'd
this...
say hello, Grace, but I'm afraid that look on your face might be catching.
I just... What is this place?
It's a garden, darling. Surely even mortals have them.
Yes, but not like
This
this.
building. All those people I pass getting up here. Are they all idols?
Well, at least some of them. Welcome to Olympus, dear Grace. Our home hidden away in plain sight. Marvelous, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, but this reminds me of that song that we have with Freddie and him on the first episode. When Grace was getting them to sing for basically the second time that she ever used her power. For Pan, at the beginning, he was next to this tree, and that tree looks exactly like the one here and apparently Olympus, which is very interesting. I wonder if there's any meaning behind that, or if that was just something that the creators chose because they already had the tree. I don't know if we'll ever find out the answer to that, but there are a lot of questions here. So, is Olympus hidden? How many idols are there? Or, you asked me to come, which would essentially eliminate us finding out these answers. So, how many idols are there?
How many idols are there? I've met, what, less than 12?
Oh, I don't know. 20, 30. Our numbers have dwindled so much I've stopped keeping track.
I didn't know there were that many gods.
Yeah.
We're not all equally legendary, it's true. Some idols were barely worshipped, others not at all. Indeed, not all of us are idols. Some are merely immortal. Hangers-on, if you will. You'll meet them all, given time.
Do most idols live here?
Idols live here? I mean, Calliope didn't, obviously. Apollo doesn't either.
One must have special dispensation from Our Lady of Wisdom, Athena, before they can take up a private dung heap like Apollo's.
Am I gonna have to give him my apartment?
That's rather putting the cart before the horse, darling.
Yeah.
First, you must outlive the weak.
Yes, very
Right.
much.
Good point.
Okay. Is
I've
Olympus
passed this
hidden?
part of the city 100 times. I've never seen this building. Was it always here? Or...
Our Lady Hecate provides glamours that allow certain things to go unseen, such as my glorious horns. Olympus is the same. Those invited see it. Those who aren't see exactly what they expect. It's not anywhere as
Okay.
grand as in the old country, but it serves its purpose.
Okay, so that's interesting. So for most people, they're not going to see Olympus. And the only reason why Grace is now is because she's now a god herself. That's a very interesting concept. I wonder how that works, though. I guess we'll have to meet Hecate at some point to figure that out. And we still might not know. I hope that we do, though. Because I would love to see how thought out all of the magic and powers are. And so far, I love how this game's turning out. But anyway. So this isn't grand. Yeah, if this isn't grand, what else could it be? I mean, to me, this would be very grand. I've never seen anything this interesting or intricate.
I don't know, Pan. Olympus seems pretty grand to me.
As if mortals would know any better. This isn't the first time you've been here. I'm sure Hermes took you to Athena's dreary office.
Yes.
That's here? Huh.
Good one, that Hermes. Almost as dull-witted as the original, but biddable.
You asked me to meet you here?
I did. though I feared you might decline, considering your rather callous rejection earlier. Regardless, my pride is intact, as is the favor you owe me, which I now wish to collect.
Okay. I was expecting that, honestly, at some point. I'm not breaking the rules for you. Well, we've already broke a lot of rules, so I'm not saying that. So, I was expecting this.
Oh, sure. I'm totally in a position to help others right now. Lay it on me.
Here's the thing. A friend has begged for my help, and you're far better suited than I to offer what he requires. I'll give you a key to reach the reliquary where he resides. You help him, and then we're even. If that's not enough incentive, the reliquary is also where you'll find the lovely Hecate. A sorceress of her power could aid your quest. What do you say?
Oh, so we're actually going to meet Hecate. We've actually heard a lot about her in the past, like, 2 episodes that we've been playing this. Well, actually, not 2 episodes, but last episode and this episode. Would Hecate really help me? That's a good question, because so far, the other people don't seem like they're very much interested in helping us. Apollo seems more begrudgingly helping us than other people, and Persephone, she was out as soon as, well, I mean, she was willing to help us, but only if Apollo wasn't there. So, I don't know. What kind of favor is this? What is a reliquary? Okay, first, we need to know, would Hecate really help us? Or me?
This Hecate. Do you think she could help me?
If she's of a mind. She is the goddess of dark magic, the creator of all our marvelous glamours. If anyone can help you, it is she.
And
Okay.
if she's not of a mind?
Then she won't help you. Grace, that part is up to you. I can't be expected to do everything, can I?
Well, no. But I wish that these people would be a lot more helpful, considering that Grace's life is at stake. Okay, so first, what is a reliquary? Because we can figure out his favor in a little bit, but this seems important since we're going there if we do his favor, which I'm assuming we will be. So what is
What
a
is
reliquary?
this reliquary? Doesn't that have something to do with the bones of saints or something?
Not those relics. Our relics. The relics of ancient gods. Magical treasures collected over thousands of years.
So, very
Books
important
mainly.
place.
We store them in a faraway place so no one unsavory can get their hands on them.
Unsavory like you?
Yeah.
Unsavory like most. Athena has decreed that these relics are not to be used by any save Hecate and herself.
Okay.
A rather
That's why
dull
we have to
waste of
have
so much
Hecate
amassed
help.
knowledge and power, but who am I to judge? I'm not leader of the chorus.
Yeah. I mean, I understand why Athena would not want these items used by everybody, considering that they could be dangerous or very powerful or used in the wrong way. But also, it's a little odd that she only lets Hecate. I would assume that there'd be more people that she trusts with it. Is this reliquary dangerous?
If these relics are off limits, does that mean they're dangerous?
Some, but I'm not asking you to chase after any of that nonsense.
Okay.
In fact, I'd advise against it.
But what if one of those relics could help me?
Okay.
My,
Good point.
such an adventurer you are. It's possible, but ask Hecate first. She, and I mean this with complete and uncharacteristic seriousness, is not an idol you or anyone wishes to cross.
Okay. So, now that we know what not to do, and that we really do need to get Hecate on our side, what kind of favor is this?
This person I'm to help. What does he want? And why can't you do it?
Well, Grace, there are some
Yeah.
things you're better equipped to handle than I.
Like what?
This, as I understand it, is a delicate matter of the heart. One that requires a muse's hand.
A matter of the heart.
Okay.
What, did you think I was sending you to rough someone up? Set something aflame? Don't be absurd. The man has an issue with his love life. Even if you can't help him, I'll treat the effort as worth the favor.
Okay. But why would you want us to help this person who is interested in probably somebody else, probably in love with someone else, and he doesn't know how to express it? Because it doesn't seem like Pam will get anything out of it. I would understand more if Pam would get something out of it, but it doesn't really seem like it. So, that's it?
So that's it? Fix up someone's love life? Nothing trickier than that?
Oh, the way you talk, Grace. It makes me blush.
Well, it's just
I
that...
trade in willing favors, Grace. If I didn't, no one would want to do as I ask, and then where would I be?
Nowhere.
I may seem untrustworthy, but allow me to reassure you. If I wish you harm, you will walk into that harm knowingly. And with open arms.
That's creepy. That's reassuring. Okay, I get it. Did Calliope do that? Yeah, I'm probably going to say that in a second. And then where he could have been a love interest that you could pick, you have a very sly tongue. Okay. I'm not picking that because I'm going for Freddy this time around for the love interest, but I will definitely have to play this game again and try for all of the different love interests that you can have and see how that changes everything. Because there are so many interesting ones like Apollo, Persephone, Pan. And anyway, it'll be fun when we do that. Did Clappy do that? Did she walk into danger willingly for you?
What about Calliope? Did she walk into harm knowingly and with open arms?
You tell me. I could deny it, of course, but if you choose not to believe anything I say, what's the point of asking the question?
Well, that's true. But you not saying anything also makes you look a little bit more guilty. I know that it's innocent until proven guilty, but in this case, they're going to execute Grace no matter what, whether she's guilty or not, if she doesn't prove it. So, considering that, all of these gods are very judgmental. Considering all that, I don't know. We might be able to judge him before then. But, and we do know that it was an idol. Or, it's at least suspected that it was an idol that caused Calliope's death. So, it's very possible that it's Pan. I'll consider
Think
it.
about it. But no promises.
Marvelous. The gentleman you seek is named Asterion. Lovely fellow, quite harmless. I'll send a package to your domicile that contains directions and the key you'll need to reach the reliquary.
I said no promises.
Well, if you decide to go, Grace, you'll still need all those things. Say hello to darling Hecate on my behalf, will you?
Okay. This game came out before Baldur's Gate 3, but I'm sure that just mentioning Astarion will bring so many people because he became very, very popular with Baldur's Gate 3, and I have to say, he's like one of my favorite characters that they have in Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know if we'll ever play that on the channel, but I have fun playing it. Anyway, let's go to the reliquary, because I'm very interested in this love interest storyline, and I don't want to put it off to a different episode, because I know that it'll be hard to remember everything that happened if we do that. So, we're going to the reliquary. And I wonder what Astarion will look like here. Oh, we're bringing Freddy.
When
I'm
I
happy
opened
with
that
that.
shipping container, I was expecting, I don't know, rats.
Yeah.
Instead we have... Where the hell are we?
It's hard to say. Weren't we going to some kind of library?
Yes. So I was told. I thought you'd like it. This might not be safe. I think we go with so was told because even though that this is supposed to be a library based on how Freddy reacted, she's like, well, is this a library? I mean, I know that it's very cool to see that tower. It reminds me of like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Or this might not be safe. It might not be, but I still want Freddy here, so I was told.
That's how Pan described it. He said it was a, what's the word? A reliquary?
That is where relics are kept, like magic items, like when we played D&D.
This is nothing like D&D.
Well, I don't know about you, Grace, but if a dragon came flying out of that
Yeah.
mist, I would not be the least bit surprised.
I would not be surprised.
You are such a nerd.
Speaking of, how much do you actually know about Hecate and this idol you're supposed to help?
Not much. Not much. Tell me about
Do
Hecate.
you know anything about this Hecate? It's not a name that rings bells.
Let's see. Well, she was the goddess of witchcraft, the really dark kind.
Yes, we know
But
that
she's
much.
never really portrayed as evil. She was more of an outsider, lived alone, off in her little corner of the underworld. Do you think that's where we could be? Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
so cool.
We could be.
I bet knowledge is important to her. It could be an angle if you talk to her.
Oh, well, that's great. Good idea. For you, maybe. You are amazing. Freddy is amazing. That she knows this much is awesome. I love when people have something that they're passionate about and they know a lot about. It's just so much fun hearing them talk about it. You are
I'm
amazing.
so glad I brought you, Freddy. I wouldn't know the first thing about any of this.
Nah.
It's so sweet.
Well, I hope it's actually helpful to tell you these things.
It
Why
is.
wouldn't it be?
Because it could all be wrong. I would have never pegged Apollo for a surfer dude with confidence issues.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah, good point.
About this idol we're helping.
The idol we're here to help is named Astarion.
And you know who that is, right?
No.
No. Should I?
That's the Minotaur's real name. You know, big bullhead, horns, lives in a giant labyrinth.
Oh.
Pan
Okay.
did not mention that.
That will be much
I'm
harder
not
to get him
surprised.
with the person that he's interested in. I mean, not that I necessarily think that people judging people just by how they look is good, but people do. You have to know that. So, anyway, since he is a Minotaur, is this dangerous? Like, what do we need to know about him?
This Minotaur. You don't think he might be dangerous, do you?
Well, traditionally he eats people, but he was also supposed to have been slain by the hero Theseus.
Well, not so
Okay.
slain after all. Pan says he has a problem with his love life.
Maybe he needs to stop eating all his girlfriends?
Well,
Okay,
that would
maybe
be an
that sounded wrong.
interesting
Come on, I said it.
issue. That sounded very wrong. Anyway, we should go in. Let's go meet Astarion and hopefully Hecate, because she seems interesting. Maybe she can be our friend. Maybe we can get her on our side.
We should go inside instead of standing out here in the fog.
It's more of a mist, really.
A
Yeah.
mist potentially full of monsters.
In we go, then. Are you really planning on doing that favor for Pan?
If I can, not at all. If I can, honestly. If I can help this person with his love life, then sure. I mean, so long as I don't have to do something that I would not like, then sure.
If I can, sure. Why not?
Because Pan, that's why not?
I thought you were over that.
Okay, I hope you're right. Let's go meddle in someone's love life. What could go wrong?
Lots of things, but we're here anyway. We might as well try. Oh my gosh, she's giant. Or he's giant. I don't know.
I guess the Titan thing is literal, huh?
Mortals within the reliquary. Who permits this intrusion, this sacrilege? This knowledge is not meant for the likes of you. I shall grind you into the dust from whence you came.
Well, that's scary. Nice to meet you, Hecate. I'm no mortal. Friend Freddy. I'm no mortal.
But I'm not mortal. Wow, does that sound weird coming out of my mouth?
You, perhaps,
Yeah.
but the one with you? Mortals cannot learn of the knowledge kept here. Not ever!
I know no exceptions. Freddy is special.
Freddy's not just any mortal. She's special. And she already knows about the idols.
We have been revealed. We are undone!
Hecate is a little bit dramatic.
No, not undone. I swear, I can go if you want. I will. I'm not gonna tell a soul. It's enough that I even got to see this place. It is so amazing. It's like the Great Library of Alexandria, which
It's
was
great.
destroyed, and one of the greatest tragedies of human history.
Yeah.
I have created this sanctuary at great cost. Knowledge is fragile and must be respected.
It is. Hecate, meet Freddy. Let's start over. Or, got it. I need your help. Let's go, Hecate, meet
If
Freddy.
you want someone who respects knowledge, Freddy is definitely your gal.
Yes.
Hecate? Meet Freddy. Music lover, writer of lyrics, reader of so many books, I doubt she even knows how many.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Ah, mortal. You wish to see more. I can see the fire burning in your eyes.
Oh my god, you have no idea. Ever since Grace told me about this
Yes.
place, I have been dying to see it with my own eyes. Seriously. Like, is that a spiral staircase over there? Can I climb that thing? Do you have like those ladders that like slide around and like help you go higher? Because I would love to just like stand on those. It's like my dream. I like, have dreams about it, and it's like my favorite thing to even just dream about. Just books in general.
No,
That's
you
great.
cannot be Grace.
Sure am.
Then Calliope is dead. Is that now? I thought that was not for another 11 months yet.
You knew it would happen? Yes, that's now. Nobody told you? Honestly, I think nobody told you is more interesting in my opinion, because everybody's talked about Hecate to this point, so I'd assume that somebody would tell her. Her knowing that would happen, it's not really a surprise, considering that magic and gods and powers that you cannot explain exist. Even Apollo, if he really wanted to, could probably have told you that this could have happened because of his prophecies. He doesn't use them, but he probably could have if he wanted to. So, nobody told you.
Nobody told you the news? That's rude.
Very rude.
I do not need to be told. It has been written, and thus I know.
Has it also been written who murdered Calliope?
Yeah.
Murder? No, Calliope dies in a vehicle crash in your arms. It is written.
That didn't happen, though. That's not what happened.
Yes, it's right here. Calliope joins Grace's band. They become friends. Months later, there is an automobile accident, and
An accident? No, that's not what
That's
happened.
not what happened at
are
all.
you saying the books are wrong?
They are. Seems so. Freddy, help me out. You have a problem. Because the books shouldn't be wrong. So if she does have a problem, she's supposed to know these things. And for fate or prophecy to have changed, that's interesting. Freddy, help me out. Or seems so. That kind of feels like it's going to end the conversation. more than starting a conversation. I do like Freddie, and I would like her to talk some more. So let's go with that.
Fred?
Maybe whatever happened to Calliope wasn't supposed to happen?
Supposed to is irrelevant. It is a record of what is.
But it isn't.
You
It
will
isn't.
explain.
Yeah.
We will both sit and you will explain. There will be tea.
Okay.
This book you speak of, she goes back in time to meet a Scotsman lover who exists in the past?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Several times. It's pretty awesome. You really don't have it?
Mortal printing has outpaced my capacity, I fear. I must focus my efforts on a select portion of...
Look, I hate to interrupt girl talk, but you said we have a problem?
Indeed. From what you have described, something outside the realm
Yeah.
of fate has occurred.
Is that even possible?
It is.
Yeah.
But I must follow the threads back to their source to find the origin of the deviation. It may take years of research.
Years? I don't have years.
That is unfortunate.
It is.
If there is nothing else, I must ask you both to leave so I may begin at once.
Can't you speed that up?
Is there no way to speed that up? Whoever's behind it might be the murderer.
Such threads are not so easily untangled. I must consult the Moirai, if indeed they are not the ones responsible.
The Moy what?
You might know them as the Fates.
Yeah.
They, or any beings of a sufficiently cosmic nature, have the power to undo the order of things.
That does
Okay.
not sound good.
No.
Certainly not. They are also not beings I can summon at a whim to solve your mystery. I am sorry.
Okay, well that makes sense. Can I meet Astarion? Yeah, because if she can't help us, we can at least try to help Astarion with whatever he needs. I understand that this might be helpful, but Hecate already has stated that it'll take years for her to research it, so her help's not very helpful for us right now. So can I meet Astarion?
Actually, I came here to speak to Asterion. If, he is here.
A visitor for Asterion? How strange.
Why is that strange?
Oh, are we doing guests? Is that a thing? I didn't know.
Wow, okay.
Oh,
Freddy
he's
was
so
right.
sweet.
As if there was any doubt.
My old friend, this is Grace. She is our muse from the line of Calliope, and it is she who asked for you.
Yes. Can we talk? Yeah. I feel like if we just blurt this out, this might hurt him. And Pan sent me might also be a little bit of a red flag. Can we talk?
Hi there. Can we talk? Somewhere in private?
Talk? What, you and me? Why? What about?
You know, about a delicate matter
Yeah.
that maybe you needed help with?
Yeah.
Oh, no. No, I have no idea what you're talking about. No delegates here.
There you have it, Grace. I believe now is the time when you leave.
Well, that could have gone better.
There must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. Not this time.
Well, that's
Please say it is written.
It is written.
Oh,
that?
that's so
Pan
sweet.
sends me all this way and Asterion won't even talk to us?
Maybe there's another Asterion?
Yeah, more likely Pan's got me chasing my tail. This was pointless.
Well, I don't think we're getting back inside. Do you have another plan?
That's a good question. Can we sneak in? I go back to Pan. Time to use my powers. Yeah, let's use our powers. Let's see how that goes. Sneaking in, that sounds kind of dangerous, considering that Pan already warned us if Hecate doesn't want us to use her relics, you better not. Otherwise, you're in some real trouble with Hecate. And going back to Pan, that seems kind of useless. He's probably just going to be like, oh well, it ends well. You tried. moving on. Time to use my powers.
I don't know if my powers will even work on Hecate, but it's worth a shot.
Ooh, a musical number. Do you
Yes.
think this one could be... do you hear what I'm hearing?
Oh, you still here? I had to run the entire... that's a long way, innit?
Aw, poor sweetheart. I understand. I don't exercise
so
a lot. That would
sorry.
be me.
I didn't mean to send you away, alright? I just couldn't tell you, not in front of Kate.
Kate? Why not in front of her? Then tell me now. He likes her. That's why he's calling her Kate. So, Kate or then tell me now.
Maybe
We'll go
now you can
telling
tell
me
me
now.
what this big favor is.
Come on, isn't it obvious?
I heard what you said about Calliope. I can help you. I really, really can. It has to be you. I am so in love with my dear sweet Kate. I just
Aw.
don't know how to tell her.
That is so
Please,
sweet.
help me tell her.
Okay, I will. Why Kate?
Do you really call Hecate Kate? Off topic, I know, but I have to ask.
Sometimes she has to go into the mortal world for a short time and do things for Athena.
And
Well, she had to make up a magic disguise, a new identity. And I thought she should give it a proper name.
And
Aw,
you
that's so
suggested
sweet.
Kate?
Yeah, she really liked it. She said, "Thank you, Asterion."
Aw, that's so sweet. I already like them. You're in love with Hecate?
let me get this straight. You're in love with Hecate. That Hecate.
Oh, mate, Kate is... She's just the best. Like, she knows everything and she always smells so good.
Aw,
Like,
that's
she's
so
so
sweet.
nice to me and she doesn't even have to be. Oh, we got stuck in the tower together because we can't live in the mortal world. I know I could make her happy. Well, I want to try. Oh, won't you help me?
I will, but why aren't you talking to Hecate?
Have you tried, I don't know, talking to her about how you feel? I take that as a no.
I don't have the
I
words.
understand.
I've tried. Every
can
time
be
I end
scary.
up knocking over a table or killing a cat or talking about how sometimes meat has that grisly texture I don't like.
You killed her cat?
Yeah. Oh no. No.
It was a small cat. I panicked. I'm just not good at words. Right? Really not good.
He killed a cat? I don't know if I want to help him now. I mean, I do like him. I do like Hecate. I mean, I guess it sounded like it was an accident. So, we'll just move past it. Though we'll say that I have quit watching movies because the cat has died before. And I have sworn off anything by that director. So, we'll see. You're really a Minotaur? Because, like, didn't Freddy tell us earlier that the original Minotaur was killed? So, does that mean that this is a new Minotaur? Or what?
Are you really the Minotaur? Like, the monster who roamed a maze and ate people?
And is supposed to be dead.
Yeah, that
My
one.
father locked me up in a labyrinth, but I never ate anyone.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
Except Theseus. But he was a bellend.
Okay, so now we know what happened to Theseus. But, I mean, I guess he did try to kill him. Though, I guess Theseus thought that he had 8 people. So, that's understandable. What probably happened is that people went into the maze and they just died. Because they couldn't get out of it. Or, well, not maze, labyrinth. Labyrinth, there's only one way out of, I think. Yeah, I think that that's what a labyrinth is. A maze, there are theoretically other paths. I don't know. It might be the other way around. Anyway. Let's assume I help you. Let's assume that I choose to help you with that, like,
Okay, so you're in
What
love
next?
with Hecate. What is it you think I can do?
Yeah.
The muse knows about poetry and the heart and how to make words beautiful.
Oh.
All I want is to ask her, but I need good words. You know, please say you'll help me.
I mean, you don't really need us, though. Because, honestly, she'd care more what he has to say than what we have to say. Though I will say if she used her powers on him, that would make him speak or sing from the heart. What will you do in return? I don't really care what he'll do in return. Doesn't this seem weird? What if she turns you down? Okay, what if she turns you down?
Hecate might say no. You know that, right?
Well, she probably will. I mean, she's Kate. And I'm me.
That's how most
But
people
just
feel.
once, I'd like to be able to ask her, you know, to say it out loud instead of thinking it.
We're
I'll
gonna
still
help him.
you, no matter what she says. I promise.
Okay. So, what will you do in return?
I do this and you'll help me in return, right?
Athena made Kate swear she's not allowed to say anything about what happens at the tower.
Okay.
But she never made me swear.
Oh,
Maybe she never thought
okay.
anyone would ask. But I'll tell you, even if Kate doesn't like it, I'll tell you.
Okay, that's
if
fine.
I do this first.
If you help me, any trouble will be worth it.
Okay, that's great. Now, before we say, I guess we do this, doesn't this seem weird?
I don't know. Doesn't this feel a little weird?
Which part?
Helping him woo her with my powers.
You heard what Pan said. You can't make anyone do anything they don't want to do. You can
True.
only make them say what's in their heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the part I can't do.
The part that he can't do is actually speak what he has in his heart. So, we're going to have to try. Hopefully this works for him. I guess we do
I can't
this.
say I'm exactly sure what to do.
Can't you just, start the music?
Yeah, but to do what?
Oh, leave that to me. I am so excited about this, I can't even stand it.
I agree with Freddie.
What exactly did you have in mind, Freddie?
I'll set up a vibe and you go for it.
This is very
Words
cute
on.
and pretty.
I'm more
It's like
dancer.
jazzy.
Just speak from the heart. Be honest. You can do it.
You cast a spell on me. Not literally, obviously,
Yeah.
but I feel in summary, you and me are meant to be. 'Cause you put a hex on me. You didn't do it to me directly. I'm not blaming you specifically. Just metaphorically. Shit, can someone help me?
It's okay. Okay, what are some of the things you love about her?
Yeah. What made you fall in love with her?
Hecate, with you there's so much to love. Oh, I'm not saying you're fat.
Did not just say that. Tell her something she doesn't know about herself.
Okay, T. To me, you know you in rapture with your pallid skin. Your lips are so thin. Your love of books.
Asterian, I have but one thought. Why is it that you seem so distraught? Are you saying you're in love with me?
Yes.
You couldn't possibly. Really?
Yes.
You're doing great. Give it another go.
Yeah.
You've cast a spell on me. It's a feeling that's killing me.
it's time for Hecate to talk, I think. Because I like her voice.
I cannot hide from my reality. Can't help but think it's best that you forget
No, it's
me.
not.
I feel so little joy. My want is to destroy. You come to resent me.
Oh.
I'm truly fond of you. Yet now it appears that you love me.
It seems like she's pushing away because she's afraid.
So sure. What is my allure? Tears are near certain.
I could never make you cry.
It's not my tears I fear. What if I lose you?
I feel so powerless.
Let me be crystal clear. Do you believe this love of yours shall persevere? Despite all it won't face, it won't disappear. My virtues are few, and if we see this through, the pain that we share may be too severe.
Oh, of course she sings my song better than I do. Help me.
Ready.
Freddie, you gotta step in. Me? Yeah, you're just as qualified as I am. Hecate, I'd say he's really put himself out there. No, he cannot undo. It's a brave thing to do. Wish I had his daring. Don't saying that I've missed out before. Last chances rushed out that exit door. I could never let my heart be heard. And it's withering. Now I'm reconsidering.
I have always counted on you to speak to me honestly. You're at my beck and call. I've never thanked you at all, and yet you still love me.
Aww.
I let travelers know which way to go, but it bothers me. My own path I forego always seemed apropos. Yet where has this led me?
Maybe one step across the line will weave its own spell in given time.
The thought of
That's
which
so sweet.
I must contend is, can I love my best friend?
Yes! Just decide.
Asterion,
Hate?
it seems you've cast a spell
Oh,
on me.
that's so sweet.
You will not regret this.
Not yet. It is written. You cast a spell on me to think I shall have my own story. You cast a spell on me, and we shall write it together. You cast a spell on me, a tale of romance and glory. You cast a spell on me. But do we have enough leather? You cast a spell on me.
Oh, that's so sweet. I'm happy.
Well, that was diverting. You felt this way the entire time, Asterion, and you said nothing?
I didn't think I was worthy. I mean, look at me. I'm only, half a man.
You have been a devoted friend over the long and lonely years, Asterion. I only wish I had realized sooner we could have been more. As for you, Grace, I thank you for arranging this diversion, however it came to pass.
Oh, that's so sweet. I'm glad that it worked out. I'm glad that they're together. It seems like they wanted to be together for a while. Wasn't it written?
I don't get it. Didn't you know this would happen? Wasn't it written?
Of course it was. It was also written that I would be unaware of Asterian's feelings until he spoke them to me.
But you knew that.
I follow the rules. It is written.
I wouldn't know that Astarion had feelings for me, even though that I already knew that because it's written and I saw it. You could help me in return. It was Freddy's idea. I'm happy it worked out. I am happy it worked out. Even though that Hecate couldn't seem to help me, I'm glad that it worked out. Astarion seems like he might be able to help me, but we'll have to see. I don't know what he knows. It might be helpful, it might not be.
I'm glad to see someone happy, finally.
That would be me.
I am also not displeased by this course of events.
Wow, look at you. Living the wildlife.
Come, Astarion. I wish to speak of this further and find an appropriate outfit.
Hey, wait for me outside, yeah?
Yes, we will.
How long are we supposed to wait? It's been over an hour.
I'm sure it's fine, Grace. I doubt the Minotaur would break his promise.
Yeah.
Say, what'd I tell you?
You still here? I'm sorry. Kate had a lot to say.
Yeah. Do you have a deal? Oh, I bet. Is everything okay?
Oh, I'll bet she did.
Yeah, well, Kate wants us to talk about our feelings more. And there, of course, was tea.
Yes,
right,
tea.
So, I suppose you want to know how Calliope broke into the reliquary that night.
She did what?
Yeah.
No, we didn't know anything about that. Do you mean the night she died?
Oh, well, I thought you already knew. Yeah, the night Calliope died, she broke in somehow. Thing is, we know she didn't take anything or even touch anything. I just remember the alarms, and I chased after her.
The reliquary has alarms.
Did you say the reliquary has alarms? Like burglar alarms, cameras?
Oh, no, nothing like that. It just has a lot of protections. You know, magic.
Okay.
I don't know magic, actually.
Oh, well, it's just meant to keep the dangerous stuff from being touched. It was set off, so something happened in the reliquary. We just, don't know what exactly.
Okay. So, that's good to know. Now we have a lead on what happened to Calliope. It has something to do with the reliquary, and if he already knows that, I wonder if he told Pan, because why would Pan send us here unless he knew this would happen? How did Calliope get inside?
Those alarms don't go off if someone breaks into the reliquary? They don't detect intruders?
Yeah.
Oh, normally nobody does that.
Well, Calliope did.
Yeah.
She got in somehow.
Well, she must have snuck in the back way. Where do you think I keep running from? Whatever Calliope did here, it was enough to set off the alarms. That's all I know.
Okay. Did you ever find Calliope?
You chased Calliope, but did you ever catch up with her?
No. If I'd have caught her, I'd have brought her back and Kate would have gotten answers out of her.
Okay.
All I know is that she was bleeding bad, but I don't know why.
Okay,
I wanted
so
to help her, but she got away in the fog. Then I ran into Medusa.
Wait, what? Medusa?
What?
Here?
Okay.
Yeah. Well, she's not normally here. I think maybe she was chasing after Calliope too.
Well, that's very weird. Why would Calliope come here after getting her injury? This must have happened sometime after the audition when she was healthy, but before she made it to Grace. So, I wonder what happened exactly. But how do you know nothing was taken?
How do you know Calliope didn't touch or take anything?
Kate knows everything in the reliquary, right down to the last book. She's been looking, but she can't figure if anything was touched. It makes her so mad not to know. And it made Athena pretty mad too.
So Athena
got involved?
Yeah, when Kate finally told her, Athena wants Kate to keep investigating, but it doesn't look good.
So why didn't Athena bring that up? Why isn't Athena trying to stay Grace's execution? Because obviously Grace couldn't have been in the library at that point because she was immortal. Yes, we brought Freddy, but how would Grace have gotten here otherwise? And Calliope at that point was already wounded. So you'd assume if it was Grace that wounded her, she would not have gone back to Grace at all. So that's very suspicious. Okay, what kind of relics are there? Because maybe Calliope was here to heal a wound or do something very specific, and this might help us figure that out.
What relics are there? Maybe Calliope was looking for one but couldn't find it before...
Yeah, that I'm not supposed to say.
Okay.
Do you have the golden fleece, the shield of Zeus, the sword of Damocles? Is it suspended?
You know a lot about that stuff for a mortal.
So
yeah.
It's all real?
I can neither confirm nor deny any of that.
It's
all
all-
I know is that
it's
nothing
all
got
real.
used and nothing got taken.
Okay. All of that stuff is totally real. Okay. So, how was Calliope wounded? Where was it at?
How could Calliope have been wounded?
I don't know. Maybe Medusa did it. Probably not, though. You know, I never saw Medusa near the reliquary, just out in the fog, so she never even got that close.
Okay.
So whatever happened to Calliope happened inside the reliquary?
Possibly.
I guess. But we don't have anything that would attack anyone. Especially not an idol.
So someone else. But they did it inside the reliquary.
If so, they vanished after.
Okay. Why was Medusa here?
What was Medusa doing here?
She was chasing after Calliope too, I think, but she wouldn't say why. I asked.
Seems pretty convenient. Her just out there suddenly.
Yeah, that part's weird. I've never seen her near the reliquary before.
Couldn't
That is
Medusa
very
have
weird.
broken in like Calliope did?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I chased Calliope from the reliquary. If Medusa had been there, I would have seen her.
Okay. So, it seems like Medusa isn't the one that attacked her, but Medusa may have been a witness to what happened to Calliope, so we need to talk to Medusa, apparently. But now let's talk about Athena. So Athena knows what happened here. That's suspicious. Shouldn't Athena have already mentioned that to the chorus? Shouldn't Athena have stayed the execution, knowing that Calliope likely got hurt inside the reliquary where Grace obviously could not have gone?
Athena knows what happened here the night Calliope died?
Yeah, Kate told her a day or so later, I think. We didn't know Calliope died that night, though.
What? Athena didn't mention it?
Nope. Not that that's weird. She's, well, she's not the chatty type, you
That's
know? She came in
weird
all
for
quiet
us.
and cool, wanted to know who was here that night and what Calliope might have wanted. She swore Kate to silence. Not me, though. Guess she's not as smart as Kate.
Yeah, that is very suspicious. And if she already knew what happened to Calliope that night, the night that she died, it's very suspicious that Athena was pushing for our execution mere hours later, when she obviously would have already known that Calliope would have been wounded at the reliquary. And if not, then let's assume that Grace was the one that wounded Calliope. Calliope obviously got away, went to the reliquary while already with her wound that eventually killed her. So that proves that Calliope got away from whoever attacked her. So that means that it would make no sense why Calliope would go back to her supposed attacker in that case. So, that's all I need to know. It's making Athena look even more suspicious. I had my suspicions because I didn't like Athena already. And, like, I already mentioned last episode and the episode before that, her song, when we were introduced to the chorus, was basically a villain song. So, just saying. I don't like Athena. I think that's Athena. That's all I need to know.
This means Calliope came here the night she died. This is where she was attacked.
But we don't know by whom.
We know Medusa was here. She might even have been involved.
Yeah.
Well, she's super scary, but you know she works for Athena, right? I thought maybe that's why she was here, but Athena said she didn't know about it.
That does seem suspicious.
That's very
If
suspicious.
that's all you need, then I have to go. Kate will be so mad if she finds me gone. Good luck, Muse.
Okay, that's
okay there,
very
friendo.
suspicious. Okay, that Athena sent Medusa after Calliope makes me think that something happened with Athena and Calliope beforehand, and that Athena already knew Calliope was wounded when she was at this reliquary. Also points more fingers at Athena. Either there's going to be some other villain somewhere that just they're using Athena as a red herring for, or Athena's the one that caused Calliope's death. She may have not been the one that actually did the murdering part of it, but she's definitely a part of her death. We made progress, which is exciting though. I'm missing something. I really do think that we're missing something here. I don't know what. So, we're going to just say this.
I just can't help but feel like I'm missing something right in front of me.
How so?
Calliope came here for a reason.
Yeah.
Why?
What was
Someone
her?
has to know because they knew she was here.
Yes.
True.
And Athena knows what went down here. She can't honestly still think it was me, can she?
No.
One thing at a time, Grace. You'll figure it out. I know you will.
I guess so. Next thing is to go back to Pan. Tell him his favor is done.
What an adventure.
Sorry?
We're just lucky, Grace. Luckier than you think. You go do what you have to, and I'll meet you back at the apartment, okay?
Okay. We'll do that.
Pan! I hope you're here, because I don't know where else to look for you.
Yeah.
Of
I hope
course
that's
I'm here, Grace. Where else would I be but amongst the trees and the wild things? I really must thank you, by the by. Asterion is simply over the moon, and he's already repaid me with this select tome from the reliquary.
Okay. You used me. You're welcome. You wanted a book? I kind of wonder if this would give us more answers as to what's in the book. I feel like this would just stop everything that's happening. So, you wanted a book.
That's why you did all this? Because you wanted some book?
Not just some book, but a tome from the forbidden depths.
Okay.
I doubt Hecate would be pleased.
She would not be.
Most assuredly not. Neither would Athena, which makes it all the more delicious. I trust you got what you needed. More grist for the mill of your innocence, as it were.
I learned a lot. You knew I would. I totally think that he knew.
You already knew I would, right?
Oh? Did I?
Yes, you did.
Pan.
Absolutely.
How stupid do you think I am? The place you sent me for this favor just happens to be where Calliope was attacked. You had to know I'd discover that. If you wanted me to know, why not just tell me?
Yeah.
What's the angle? Tell me why I shouldn't be suspicious, Pan.
You have no reason to be suspicious. I know nothing of what happened to Calliope at the reliquary. I suppose the question at the heart of this is, do you believe me?
No. I don't believe him. Because how would he have known to send us to the reliquary if he didn't know what happened there? He would have had to know something. Trying to. Not without proof, I think so. You're enjoying this. I wish that I could say this, but I don't want to flirt with him, so not without proof.
Give me a reason to believe you, Pan.
You want the ever-elusive proof. If I had that to offer, do you think I would hesitate to share it?
Yes.
Alas, it is my burden to be forever condemned by my idle brethren. I've become accustomed to it. Truly. I've never lied to you, Grace. And I never shall. If you're looking for innocence, however, well, I'm afraid that's one thing I cannot provide.
And if I can't accept that? If I find out you're somehow involved in this?
You'll do what you do, and I'll do what I do, and we'll see where that takes us.
Okay. I'll leave then. Still need your help. You are the worst. I'll leave then.
That's my cue to go, isn't it?
If you must. There are always alternatives, you know. You could live the high life, Grace. Throw caution to the wind. Embrace what you can before you...
Die? Get executed? Murdered?
Before I die? You don't have any hope for me, do you? You're just taking what you can get before it's over.
That is accurate.
You'll want to find Medusa, I suppose.
She was at the reliquary, but you already knew that.
Yes.
You'll find Medusa at a dingy little club appropriately named the Viper's Nest. Give her my regards.
Okay.
But do be careful if you call on her, Grace. Medusa is a hideous monster and should be treated as such.
Okay. Do we want to go talk to Freddy? Oh, we're on day 3. Okay. That tells me a lot about where we're at. I guess, even though that I want to keep playing this, I think that I'm going to stop it here. We made a lot of progress, and this will actually give me a little bit of time to think about whether I want to go straight to Medusa's lair or go talk to Freddy or talk to Apollo first. But I think that I'm going to end this video here for this week. If you would like to see more of Stray Gods, I will be continuing with this series. I will have a new video next week. I hope to see you there. If you have any suggestions on what I should do next time, or, well, maybe not suggestions on what I should do next time, but more like suggestions about how I do my videos or things like that, then I would love to hear them. Please be respectful and polite when you talk about things that you don't like about my videos, because it makes it easier to understand what you're criticizing, and it also will help others to not just come at you for being rude, but also it will mean that I would be more likely to implement your comment, and that's true for anybody that's reading criticisms. They're less likely to take your criticism if you're mean about it, so be careful how you word things, and I hope to see you next time when we're playing Stray Gods. And I guess next time we'll see what we do, who we talk to, what we do next. Thank you for watching.